I can kind of like speak like Donald Duck.
I want to hear.
Oh, we're gonna come. Wait, you gotta get me like get into it. Okay, wait. Awesome.
So is there anything else that has stuck with you in terms of your artistic practice from, childhood until now?
So I guess I was lucky in a way that my mom put me in like movement dance classes from an early age. I think like when I was 4 or 5, and so I had access to the body as a way to express myself, because otherwise, words was not something that I used a lot. And also just culturally, I think children uh, were kind of taught not to express too much, not to bother too much in a way. But yeah, so that definitely. What else? Things also about now that now that I have a kid of my own, I have been thinking a lot more about how to use this art form that I use, dance, to reconnect to my culture. I did leave Morocco when I was 18, and now I'm 40. So I spent more years in Canada now than in Morocco. And but even when I was back in Morocco, my family was very westernized. So a lot of the culture, like the popular culture, the people's culture, was not something that that was constantly present. Like it was there for weddings or ceremonies or like specific moments. So now it's like I'm trying consciously to go back and in a way relearn about my own culture, and specifically about the dance and the connection in relation to the body. Because even though in Morocco, it being a Muslim country, and just the mentality, if you want, it's not so much the religion, but it's more the mentality that kind of like puts a taboo on the body, especially for women. Even though there is this relationship in a way to the body, actually, when you go back to a lot of traditions, there's so many various forms of dance that exist in Morocco, and also where women have, are dancing in front of, an audience, and even where women will have like a position of equal, or, I don't want to like put higher or lower, but like prominent figure in as a dancing person. So those are some things that I want to reconnect to, and that I'm really curious about and hungry to learn more about, and I want to bring into my own way of exploring dance, yeah, and choreography as well.
So what are some of the themes and things that we could look for when we look at your pieces and when we try to interpret your dance?
This is something that I think just is constant for me in general, then and now still, is that I value very much the inner world and the subtlety, and that often my work, not all the time, but often it's in a way like an invitation to experience dance in a more introspective way. So, some of my pieces have been very slow, or not like in a show off kind of virtuosic way. Like I'm not very interested in like an athletic, like kind of like look at me kind of vibe with my choreography and my work as a dancer. So it's a lot to bring back to the sensations, the one word that kind of describes this a bit is somatic. So a somatic experience of dance through the sensations, the sounds, the details, subtleties, the things that are really happening from the inside that then get translated to the outside and not the other way around.
That sounds so great. I love the phrase that you use, the inner world.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for me, whenever I look at any of your pieces, I'm going to be
Okay.
expecting to be drawn into that inner world.
Mm-hmm.